Hey, it's Awesome from Korked. Let's talk about the 2017 Last Man Standing event in the World's Strongest Man competition, which took place in Botswana. What? And that's not even one of my jokes. It literally took place in Botswana. This matchup takes place between Luke the Highland Oak Stoltman and Tom Cruise, if he chose kinesiology over Scientology. This is a matchup to determine who has the top guns and who the firm one is in what is truly a war of the worlds. Strongest man. Now, if you're wondering, Luke the Highland Oak is actually the sexier of the two. As you'll see, his shirt is tied back with a scrunchie, and he's showing off constant midriff throughout it all. Now, since this is the Last Man Standing, you're probably wondering where Tim Allen is. That's a totally different thing. But this event does have guest appearances by this woman, who just so happens to be the girlfriend of Jacked Reacher. My goodness, I can't imagine what those two do on dates, other than like a superset of 225 bench, followed by dinner and a cocktail. Except they probably have to chew their drinks, because they mix them with so much whey protein. No, this Last Man Standing is an event that's basically volleyball, but for guys who have to walk in door frames sideways. It's like hot potato for jack dudes. So basically, shot put potato. It's like handball, but for the guys who need seatbelt extenders on airplanes, and the ball is actually the dwarf planet of Pluto. Basically, these guys take turns lifting a heavy rock over that limbo pole, and it has to land within the white box on the other side. Watching this feels like watching two of your neighbors argue. I don't want this stone in my yard, put it in your yard. Well, I don't want it in mine, put it in your property. You put this in my yard one more time, and I'm contacting the HOA. One thing I feel like I need to point out is their hands are just absolutely covered in what looks like rubber cement. It's either that or wildebeest semen. Because hey, what happens in Botswana stays in Botswana. At least that's the slogan they're working on with the Botswana Tourism Board, who just so happens to be the only sponsor of this event. And I can't imagine why no one else would want to sponsor this event. It's so exhilarating. I haven't seen grown men have this much trouble passing a stone that didn't have the word kidney in front of it. Now, if you're like me at this point in the event, you're probably having a self-awareness moment thinking, what am I even watching right now? Grown men taking turns dunking mini boulders on child-sized field goal posts. Just some British guy showing off his midriff versus Days of Thunder thighs. Like, I know, it seems ridiculous in theory. Like, if aliens come down to Earth, let's maybe not show them this sport first. But in the end, this American Tom Cruise, Seth Rogen hybrid guy beats the dude from England. I know, shocker, right? The US beat England in something. Only this time, these guys put the PED in independence.